Hello, good evening and welcome to the channel again. Welcome to the delayed flight. We continue the startups of the Boeings, and today we have the Boeing, the 777-200 ER. And since we are in Italy, in Brindisi, I chose this time a Alitalia livery. So the startup. It will not be only the startup. Today things will be a little bit more complicated. We will also have a look at the FMC, the flight management computer. So startup, battery on. Okay. External power we didn't have, but anyhow. Generators, it is okay. So starter. APU start is on. All 6 fuel pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those two we said we don't press on the 787. We have seen this, I think, in the previous episode. So good. Both engines together, it is okay. And fuel position is on. Good. Both engines seems they start working. So we can adjust the lights. The external lights, I mean. Okay. It is all set. And also, since we will fly today, yes, we will leave this airport. I mean, we are stuck in Brindisi for quite some time. It is 1 week with all this. Yeah, we see now the 2 engines, they went back to normal position automatically. So let us have a look also at the anti-eye systems. Good. Okay. They are set to auto position. And also let us arrange the internal lights, flat 20, let's say, though it is not needed too much because we are, let's say, we have some light outside, it is evening. Weather conditions I don't like much, it is quite cloudy, but it is okay. And here, the panel, okay. Let's say something like 20, 25, it will get darker. Okay, this is set, and dome also, let's say something like 20. And this also here. The L-stand flat. Okay. So we managed, isn't it? To be honest, somehow there are some issues this time. First of all, during the inspection of the plane, I found out that speed brakes don't work, and it is something strange. What kind of bug is this one? If I press, for instance, slash on the keyboard, on the numpad, okay, this is the command, nothing changes, you see. And actually I have also a command on the joystick, and this doesn't work also from inside. Now if you go outside here, you see that surprisingly they work just fine. You see? Those are things that you must check before departing. Flaps and the spoilers and so on. Because it will be needed during approach maybe, or to lose some speed. So this is just fine so far. Yes, it was quite noisy because throttle was not on idle. It is okay. I hope there is no damage to the parking brakes. So today we will have also a look at the FMC. I want to leave Brindisi, and so we are heading to Napoli, Naples, and there is a flight plan. Actually it is an IFR plan because I have chosen also a ILS frequency to land. The airport has ILS frequency. So this is our flight plan in general. We put some wave points, okay? And also, the truth is that I chose, let's say, to see the town also a little bit. So I try to avoid the mountains. Here there are mountains, so we will not go like this direct to the runway. I try to avoid the mountains with this waypoint, this RN604. Then we are ready to land somehow, okay? If we choose, I suppose, okay, it is 240 is the runway, but we will not do this. We will continue, we will divert. Here we will have a look at Mount Vesuvius, which is somewhere here. This one I think it is. Somewhere here is Mount Vesuvius, the volcano. And we will go from the other side. We will go from the sea. So this is the plan. FMC. Let us have a look at the FMC. Lima India Bravo Romeo. Yes, it is. The flight is always delayed because this takes always some time. But I strongly suggest you to start from the gates and not from the runway. I think our gate is 9. Good. We initialize the position. 4, 5. Good. And now we go to route. We can press this button or we can press this button. Let us press this one here. Destination is LIRN, Lima India Romeo November. And yeah, let us have a look here. Approach. Departure, okay, I don't care about departure. Which runway we will be given, we will see. Let us ask for a runway, yes, I can put this one. So, ground. We go in general southwest. Okay. Let us say 5.
Brindisi ground, Alitalia 9939 Niner, Tree Niner, with Yankee request taxi to the active departure to the south.
Alitalia 9939 Niner, Tree Niner, taxi to an hold short at runway tree 1 using taxiway cross runway 05 cross runway 2 tree Bravo. Contact tower on 1.
Okay, I choose 31, but we will see something funny here. I'm afraid runway 31 doesn't exist in the airport. Yes, this is really something. This is really funny. As far as I remember, the airport has one runway, and I don't remember this runway 31, but we will see. Maybe I'm mistaken. Anyhow, we agree. 31, okay. So, departure, arrival once again. Yeah, this is more important. Yes, okay. Acknowledge.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree 1 via taxiway cross runway 05 cross
We will
runway
land
23
runway
Bravo,
06.
Alitalia 9939 niner tree
Let
niner.
us choose ILS approach. I don't want the transition. No, I don't want the transition. And can I deactivate this one? I think it is deactivated now. Okay, execute. Good. So this is done. Let us have a look at our legs. Yeah, we have 3 pages here. And now we go to performance, and here there are some things. Okay, those things are quite important. We always depart with fuel 50% something. So reserves, let us say something like 5. It is just fine. Cruising altitude, I would prefer 11. I don't want that high. I will change this. And also about cost index. Cost index is always set by default to 100. The higher the value, the slower the plane flies for economy reasons. But since we don't pay for the fuel, we can as well try to have a higher speed, and we put cost index to 5, 10, 1. This is what I prefer. Thrust limit always 100%, no reduce. And here it is also something interesting. Takeoff. Okay, I like in general flaps 20. So we put flaps 20. Okay. And also why not to climb a little bit more. Okay. And here interesting is that somehow you see these values are a little bit high. Okay. V1 V rotate and V2, but anyhow I have no proof so far that something changed here. Okay, I have no proof that when we will depart the flaps will be set automatically. No. So interesting is that if we put the flaps, okay, so I will put flaps to 20. 1, 2, 3. A little bit now, maybe we can see the flaps moving. So if we do this, then if we press V1, VR and V2, speed reduces, which is more logical. So this is set also. I think everything is just fine. So, more or less we can depart. There is no reason to ask for a pushback, but I will do so because there is no pushback here, as far as I remember.
Brindisi ground, Alitalia
So the old way, reverse thrust.
requesting pushback.
Brindisi ground Alitalia 9939 niner tree niner, no pushback tug is available to answer your request.
Yeah, it is just fine. Except the speed brakes, we have also problem here. Sometimes with the parking brakes. I hope not this time. I don't use the mouse, okay, those things it is good to do either by the keyboard or with the joystick command. So this is on the keyboard, center plus del on the numpad. Ah, excellent, it works. So, the old way, reverse thrust. So let us go to the runway. Okay, seems I was wrong. There is indeed the runway 31. Not much traffic, so not much to worry about.
Brindisi Tower Alitalia 9939 Niner, tree Niner, at runway tree 1 ready for departure to the south.
Also, I don't understand why it says request VFR clearance, because I have an IFR plan.
Departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1.
But anyhow,
Alitalia 9939 Niner, tree Niner. Did you hear my last transmission?
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 Alitalia 9939 Niner, tree Niner.
always use every inch of the available runway. So again, reverse thrust. Okay, so let us set the parking brake once again. Center and tell on the number that works this time, and we will use the notorious vertical navigation also. Not only lateral but also vertical, which can cause problems, but anyhow, I trust it. Flight director is on, and we are about yes, also let us increase for future the speed to, let's say, something like 260, 250. Okay, so we are ready to depart. We will use the toga button. Which is somewhere here. Good. So parking brakes. We release the parking brakes. Flaps are set to 20, isn't it good? Keep the nose down a little bit. Our speed is not very high. Come on. V1. Good. Rotate. Be careful of the tail strikes. Gear is up.
Alitalia 9939 Niner, tree Niner. Continue for south departure.
And somewhere here.
39 Niner, tree Niner. Leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay, 1000 feet. We activate the autopilot. Autopilot is on. Let us see. Hands free. Our speed is not very high, only 210. And soon we must turn. Yes, we are turning. Retract the flaps little by little. I prefer the steep turns. Ah, good. Ah, good. This is beautiful. 240 is our speed. We are hands-free now. We are on autopilot. So we must be a little bit careful what is going on. Nice. And also this VFR map is another problem because sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, this time it works. Good. As you see, we have not activated here the altitude because we have the flight plan. I mean, this is managed by the FMC. And I suppose, because we always check these things, that we will climb until 11,000. Okay, flaps are retracted. Speed 240. And if everything is okay, we will climb until 11,000 feet. Oh, excellent. It stabilizes at about 11,000, it seems. So everything works just fine. And our speed goes to 310. And also we change the cost index. We will be something I don't like here. No. Something I don't like here. Yes, okay. So we leave this mode. Yes, we were going to overspeed somehow. I saw this red line. But anyhow, we were on toga mode, and now I will set also the... Okay, autopilot is on, but I will set also the auto throttle, which says is not available. What is this now? So we have an issue here. Let me see. Yes, okay. It makes sense. It's not available because... Yeah, this is not totally correct. The speed is controlled by the FMC. If I don't want this, I must leave vertical navigation and go to set my altitude, but this will change the mode. This is a little bit strange though. Actually, auto throttle doesn't work. This is the point. And okay, I mean, it doesn't work because I changed the throttle and I see it moves, but somehow this is not good. And the truth is that I don't want this. I don't want to control my speed like the CJ4. I mentioned the CJ4 in another episode. I don't want to control this thing manually, so we will leave this mode. We will set here 11,000. Okay, let us see. There is a chance that it will not work again, but here it is some small problem. Bugs are everywhere. So let us put here 11,000. Okay. And now the magical button is flight change. So this will disappear, the vertical navigation. And it did. It disappeared. We have a speed now. And let us hope that auto throttle now will be engaged. But it is not engaged. Oh, here we have a problem. I mean, here we have a problem. Is this a reason to land? And also the map doesn't work. Okay, I wonder how we will manage with all those problems. I can change speed here, but yes, okay, it is clear. Auto throttle doesn't work. So we must keep an eye on our speed. Yeah, this is a misfortune. And that is why we had the overspeed warning, because if the plane flies with the toga mode, actually, as I said, the speed is arranged by the FMC. So it means that auto throttle works. Let me see this one. Let me see this one here, which by default should be on and not off. Let me see this one. So now, good, okay. So we have auto throttle. This is on by default, but somehow it was on the off position. So we do have auto throttle. Okay, 310. Good, it works now. At least I have the full map. I mean, I cannot change the range, but it works. So until RN409. Where is this leg? Yeah, here it is. This is quite high here, 11,000. Let me see the next page. Until Oliva this, we are at 11,000. I think we will descend earlier. And our speed is also quite high, 310 till this waypoint, which is somewhere here. But anyhow, what is the distance to the next waypoint? I think we must start descending. It is 70 miles. Poor visibility. Okay, visibility is not the worst. So I was saying, let us see something. For instance, now auto throttle works, we said, okay, because this was not on. here, which should be by default, I mean, and you activate the auto throttle pressing. Actually have a command also on the joystick, pressing auto throttle or pressing the button on the joystick. So if I leave, is the experiment, if I leave the glitch mode, I mean I return to vertical navigation, I think nothing will change. Let us see. So I leave this mode and I go again, lateral navigation and vertical navigation set by the FMC, by the flight management computer, and it seems that nothing changes. So this seems that I was right. And here are the mountains. As I said, with the flight plan, I tried to avoid the mountains, and I changed the flight plan a little bit. Yeah, here it is. Let us ask for a lower altitude. I don't know why my plan is not accepted. I mean, it is accepted as a VFR plan.
Roger, Alitalia 9939 Niner Tree Niner.
At least they will not disturb us a lot about the waypoints. So let us see the distance. 49. Yes, I want to descend, to be honest. We avoid the mountains. You see, nothing changed. I left the glitch mode because like this we activated the auto throttle, 11,000 feet. I again pressed the vertical navigation and nothing changed because all this is in the FMC setup. Altitude, I mean 11,000, we changed the altitude, and 310. So what to do? 9,000 here. This is done with the commands of the keyboard. I mean, all the clips I see, here they press buttons with the mouse and so on. This is not realistic. Better to do it with the keyboard. 8.5 thousand. So 8.5, we change the altitude, okay, here, and we press again flitch. So we will start descending now. Vertical speed is on, and let's say a rate of descent 1.2, 1.3. At least we left Brindisi, hopefully. Good. Though my descent rate is just fine, 1.3 thousand.
Brindisi center right air 8883 is at flight level 220 descending 4,000 feet.
Can we find a nice quiet airport to change the frequency? Because I don't want much, let's say now. Okay, to nearest airport, which is... Okay, good. We change frequency and it is just fine. My speed gets higher. Let us see a little bit the speed, because I must check the speed brakes. Let us see. Okay, they work. Speed starts to reduce. Okay. Range once again. Good. Because I don't trust the VFR map a lot. We are online and with multiple player and real weather and so on. Maybe something like this is better. Center, Alt and 3 to save, and then with Alt 3 we see the camera. Naples is somewhere here, but I think I check it out and we're above the mountains. Anyhow, let us increase speed a little bit to 280 because you never know. Let us have some more thrust. Yeah, nice but dangerous a little bit. This is not the time to play, I know. I'm trying to go to the cockpit walking and it is far. Okay, I will leave this thing. Ah, good, we avoid also the mountains. We are quite close. Okay. So a little bit things a little bit faster. Let us have again the VFR map. And let us descend quickly to close to 4,000 because we will reach Oleva and we will be quite high. From 11 to 4 it is not easy to make this quickly. Okay. So 5,000 feet and Flitch 5,000 feet or 6,000 feet. Okay, 6,000 feet. Flitch, flight change, vertical speed, let's say to, I don't know which ILS frequency this one. I think we are above the airport, exactly as I said, we are above the airport and we go to land from the other side and we don't have a view much to the town, but indeed so it is. And somewhere here is this volcano, Vesuvius volcano is somewhere here. The airport has an elevation of close to 300, 285 feet. So we are safe a little bit because I was worrying. Okay, good. We turn, flaps, 1, 2, 3. It seems we are deviating from our flight plan and it doesn't work very well here. Auto throttle works, I suppose, isn't it? This is no joke now, because we are about 3,000 feet, descending to 3,000 feet, and we are about to land actually. Glide slope, localizer, everything is wrong. Okay, let us go to localizer set and approach mode set. So we leave the auto throttle. Good. Localizer is much more better, but we're quite close. Gear down. Let us check. No, it is not. Okay. The glide slope is not activated. I can't help it. I will disengage the autopilot. I can't help it. Okay, let us record, but I'm afraid things are not going very well. It appeared. No, it is just the localizer. Also, okay, the decision height is on. 1.7. One dot six. Yeah, the glide slope is not activated. If we land safely, I can explain you what is the reason. 165 and 1.3 only. Speed 160. I don't like the camera at all. I mean, I don't see nothing outside. Yes, okay. Okay. Yes. I know those things. Terrible. I mean, it is really terrible. 1600 and I don't even have a warning. 500. Nothing worked. It is okay. I hope reverse thrust will work, and I don't trust the speed brakes. I will put them manually. Yeah, this is not good. I mean, it is not good, whatever will be. 500, okay. Yes, this is not good. It is okay. This is terrible. Terrible. Reverse thrust. Speed brakes, and it is terrible. Okay, this thing was difficult. I mean, nothing worked. Yes, okay, we landed. I wonder which my vertical speed was during landing. Nothing worked. ILS frequency didn't work, and I can tell you the reason. Let us have a look at the replay, and I can tell you the reason later. But anyhow, we landed safely, and hopefully speed brakes worked. Okay, but it is okay. Let us see the replay a little bit. Yeah, that was a little bit annoying. Speed is just fine, 165. Descent rate is just fine. And we have no navigation at all. And also I didn't like at all my camera setup this, because I could only follow the guidance of the instruments and mostly the decision height. So let me see here what happened. About this cliff, I knew. I have seen it on the map. And see how it is now. Okay, so let us have a look. Here things are getting quite dangerous now. And it is not the longest runway, this one. Yeah, this is dangerous now. So the moment of truth. 165, it is just fine. 400. Yes. That was not easy. I was expecting an ILS approach, but anyhow, what to say, anyhow, it is just a game, it is just a simulator. So now, let us see. Yes, okay. 1.5 the rate of descent, but here we lose all the runway, isn't it? We lose all the runway, which is dangerous, and it is just fine. I mean, it is just fine with rate of descent about 200 to 50 something. It is just fine. I will have a look again, of course, and I will record this moment. Yes, but it was dangerous, okay. Because in order to have a low rate of descent, I ate all the runway. I mean, it's that simple. But anyhow, everyone is safe. Yeah, this is. And why so much wind, I mean? That was quite windy. Those are the default cameras. Excuse me. Why so much windy? So the moment of truth, I think, somewhere here. 1, 2, 3. This is nice. One 130, 150, 100, 250. It is okay. It is just fine because all the systems work. That is why. I mean the speed brakes and the reverse thrust. That is why. Okay. So and I hate go-arounds. I mean, what to say, I hate go-arounds because we were very close to go around. Yeah, here, vertical speed. Here. Yeah, this is just fine. Mostly because the reverse thrust worked and I didn't trust to put on auto system and I manually pressed the speed brake, so this is just fine. Okay, I will not save the clip, I will not save the replay. stop replay, it is okay. Okay. I will not even what to say, I will not even leave the runway. I will stop here. It is okay. So the reason for this mess, I will tell you now. Let it be, there is not much traffic, let them land. There is not much traffic in the airport. The reason for this mess, okay, it can happen, is this one. I will show you what it is. So here, when I wrote down the frequency, the ILS frequency, I have written down 110.150. When you see those 50s, always be suspicious. It is better to be, let's say, something .100, .200, something like this. These 50s are a little bit suspicious. So if we have a look here, for instance, actually what? We see different frequency. We see 110.2. You can check it in the simulator, the frequency of the ILS frequency in the airport, in LIRN. So that's all for now. I'm very glad that somehow we managed to bring the plane safely. And I hope you enjoyed this clip. Everything went just fine. And I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.